What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of What Are the Odds podcast. It's your host, JMX, and my co-host, Ryan, man. Whew. Hey, look, today we're gonna talk about the plan, bro. You know, the plan. We got the 7, 8, and the 9, 10 games out the way. So we got we got the battle for the A seed. And then we got the 2 and 7 matchup solidified. We're gonna talk about some other stuff and give what is this, our third mock draft?
It'll be our we're gonna do our second mock draft of just like the first round of picking every team, but we did do that Steeler Bronco mock draft.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. We got a lot in store for you guys, but before we get into it, Ryan, man, how you doing?
Man, I've been chilling. Just watching basketball, getting ready for this NFL draft on Thursday. I've been making videos, kind of getting
It's
ready for the.
Thursday,
Yeah, it's Thursday.
bro.
Yeah, I know. Man, time been flying.
Bro,
I've been making videos trying to get ready for like whenever they make the picks. So like I got a couple videos already done. I'm just waiting for them to
this
say
man here,
like.
this man here.
I'm just
Oh yeah,
waiting
I
for
already
them
know
to
which one you got.
literally say like in the whatever, whoever picks whatever. So yeah, I've just been chilling. How about yourself?
That's crazy. This man already getting prepared. Um, I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. Just getting content out as much as possible. The semester getting ready to come up to an end real soon, so getting through with that. But I mean, overall, man, hey, look, I'm blessed. It's just exciting. Just content. Like everything just been exciting. They got the NFLs. Got, like you said, got the draft coming up. NBA playoffs from the start back, man. Look, baseball back. Even though a lot of people, I think baseball is kind of boring, but the playoffs will be here before we know it, bro. So, hey, man, sports is just winning right now. That's all I gotta say.
Mhm.
But
So
yeah,
one thing about baseball, I was actually watching the Dodgers Rockies game last night. That man
yeah,
Shohei
he's
killed a
ridiculous,
ball, bro. He almost knocked it out the park
bro. He's
completely.
ridiculous.
But
He's the
yeah,
greatest baseball player like ever.
shout out to him.
Like
Shout out to him.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like it's actually ridiculous. Like yeah, but yeah, show man. I talk about Shohei for forever, bro. He's insane. Yeah, let's get into a first game up. Grizzlies taking on the Warriors. Um, Battle for the 7th seed. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. This game was kind of what I expected it to be. A really close game. These two teams are kind of rivals. A lot of players have come and go from the previous teams. Dylan Brooks and everything like that. But I mean, this is still a rival. Ja versus Steph. We've seen them playing before. I think the Grizzlies got the best of them. Yeah, that was in the plan. Yeah, they got the best of them a few years back, and Golden State kind of got their revenge in this game. They win this game 121 to 116. Um, I ain't gonna lie, this was Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry masterclass. This is just the time of year where Jimmy Butler just takes on a new life. Playoff Jimmy is a real thing. He's one of those guys that elevates his game in the playoffs, and it starts at the end of the season. We've seen this time and time again, and him and Curry just went absolutely nuclear, bro. They carry Golden State. Jimmy had 38, 7 and 6. Steph had 37, 8 and 4. And I mean, that's really all she wrote. Like, yeah, Gary and Quentin Post gave him 11 and 12. But I mean, it was really just those two guys just went in complete takeover mode. And hey, man, Golden State, we gonna get into who they play in the first round, but I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This team is dangerous. I think next year is the year that I think with a more complete team they could go on the run. But I think for now, man, you're gonna see Steph and Jimmy have to. I mean, think about it. They both damn near dropped 40 and they won this game by 5 points. Like it's absolutely crazy, bro. But I mean, I will say it's just fun to see this duo just kill come playoff. Around this time of year where the games matter the most.
Man, the Warriors were killing them in the first half. I think they were up by like 20 with like 7 minutes into the second quarter or something. Desmond Bain, he started hitting some shots. Ja started doing his thing. Even though I do think the game would have been closer. Granted, it was a really really close game. Don't get me wrong, but I do wonder with Ja being out with that ankle injury for a little bit of time, how much of an impact it would have made on the game. I still think the Warriors would have won, but I think he was out for like a good. I don't want to say like a good, like huge majority of the game, but like he was out for some time,
Yeah,
with the ankle injury. But
yeah,
again, like you had said, Jimmy and Steph. I mean, this is exactly why you bring Jimmy in. I mean, Jimmy went crazy, and then Steph Curry. We already know what to expect from Steph. But for me, it was really just also about how the Warriors attacked Zach Edey. Zach Edey he did not have a great game whatsoever. He was, I
Box
don't
score
know.
watchers to say he played good.
Yeah, he just, I don't know. Like he
He's
not a
very
bad.
slow.
Yeah, he
He
not a
doesn't.
bad player, but it's like he's a rookie at the same time. Like I do think, or at least hope, like with a couple years into the league, he kind of develops a little bit. But like he just standing there, you know, like he just there, and it's like you could just see the Warriors attacking him. That was their game plan to go after Zach Edey. So
Yeah, man. I do want to give a shout out to Desmond Bain. He balled out as well. I wanted to see a little bit more from Jaren Jackson, but Draymond Green did a really good job. But I think Jaren's got to be a little bit more aggressive, especially when Ja went out. But hey, man, Ja still played 35 minutes. Um, Gay 22. But I think the next game for them, we're gonna get into it in a little bit. It's gonna be very interesting. Not even it's gonna be interesting for the future of the team as well, and what direction they may go in with some of these players. But I think overall, I think Memphis, they still almost won this game. And I'll say this, Memphis is a very tough team, but I think this kind of spoke to Golden State, like them barely still winning this game and Memphis almost completing this comeback. And it's like, are they this good of a team that we kind of thought that they would be able to make a deep run? But we're gonna get into that a little bit later. But yeah, going on to the next playing game. Let's do the 7 and 8 seed. The Hawks taking on the Magic. Another battle for the 7 seed, man. And the Magic just dominated this whole game. They were up. They were up this whole game. I'm not gonna lie to you, but they really ran away with the game in the fourth quarter, bro. Um, I mean, Paulo Banchero and the crew just Paulo didn't really had that crazy of a game, bro. It was Cole Anthony off the bench, bro. He was killing, bro.
yeah, man, it was both the Anthony's too. Anthony Black had a nice game as well. He had 16 points coming off the bench too. And like you said, it was like the starters didn't even really need to go crazy for them to win the game. Trae Young got ejected as well. I know you saw that. I thought that was hilarious. Um, but I don't know. I thought, because I picked the Hawks, I thought the Hawks were going to come out there and Trae Young was going to go crazy. I'm not saying Trae had a bad game, but it was just like the supporting cast around him. I thought was also going to kind of step up and have a better performance. I mean, they're going to play Miami, and that should be a good game, good matchup for him for the 8 seed. But yeah, just obviously disappointing what the Hawks brought, but really, I won't say surprised, but like encouraged on what the Magic brought for this specific game, you know?
Yeah, and like Trey Young, I thought he played a really good game, but he didn't really get much help from anybody else. And then he got ejected because he was pissed because they was getting whooped. But I mean, the Magic just put the clamps on him. They just really said, bro, we gonna let Trey do what he got to do, and let's just make sure nobody else get involved. And just kind of what it is. I mean, when you got your other high level guys like Onyeka getting 33 minutes, he only puts up 11. Dyson's getting 35 minutes, he's only putting up 7. Like, I mean, it's really tough. And then you got the rookie Risha. He's not having a good game. And it's tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The Hawks really got messed up because this is they looked up to got the one pick in the worst draft. Like that was it's definitely frustrating. But I mean, shout out to the Magic though. I definitely think it'll be a good series between them and Boston. Yeah, it'll be a really good series between them. I have Boston winning that in 5, but I mean, I don't know, man. Jalen Suggs being hurt definitely hurts them. I think I don't see Corey Joseph. It's. I mean, look, it's a tough road ahead for the Magic. But I mean, hey man, look, they got the win. But I definitely think that Hawks. We're gonna get into the Hawks Heat matchup later. But um, I think that matchup is gonna be really good. But yeah, moving on to the next one. The Mavericks taking on Sacramento. Now I did pick Sacramento to win this game. I thought they were gonna come out a little bit better. I mean, they came out hot, but the second quarter it was just a disaster. Dallas outscored them 44-19 in the second quarter. I mean, Anthony Davis was just absolutely killing. 27-9. Clay got it going. He was doing a little bit of facilitating and scoring. I mean, it was just a rout, bro. I mean, the score doesn't seem like it wasn't that bad, but it was bad, bro. Like the second quarter, you knew the game was it was a wrap, bro. Like you could just tell, like they came out hot and then it just kind of burnt out a little bit. And the Zach Levine wasn't on. Like And when he not on, bro, you just know. It's like Sabonis gave you 11, but he had AD on him. So he's not going to go off for real. DeRozan got his, but they really didn't get that much from Levine. And Clay was fantastic, bro. The rest of the crew was really fantastic as well. And hey, man, they got a shot to make the AC, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and say that game between them and Memphis is just a gimme.
Yeah, last year, like you could tell this game really meant something for Clay specifically. Last year, I believe he went like 0 for 10 or 0 for 11 in the elimination game against the Kings in the play-ins, and I think he missed his first three. I think it was his first three, and you could just tell like Clay's one of those like rhythm shooters where like he like once he gets going, he's just like he's on fire. I think he hit like 3 or 4 straight threes in this game, and that's really in my opinion what turned the game. Like I mean the game was like I'm not saying the game was like favoring the Kings or nothing like that, but like it that's what kind of created that separation. I think it was in the second quarter where he just started going crazy, um, and it's again same thing with AD. I'm happy to say kind of see AD provide what he provided in this game, and they just couldn't stop him. They couldn't stop him, and like you said, the score might be close, but this game was not close like at all, especially in the fourth quarter, third, fourth quarter. Like the game wasn't close, but yeah, you could just see the confidence kind of continue to rise and won the whole team, but specifically Clay, especially the way he went out last year. Um, yeah, that's my biggest takeaway from it was just Clay kind of giving him
Yeah,
that
man,
boost.
Clay. Yeah, man, Clay was ridiculous, bro. And it's a good bounce back story for him, and not a lot of people talking about it, bro. He took a lot of crap from the performance he did last year when he didn't really even. But did he make it? Yeah, I don't think he made a shot. But I mean, yeah, shout out to Dallas, bro. You brought up a really good point with the Clay thing. I forgot all about last year, man. But yeah, going on to the final playing game. 9-10 seed, Miami taking on Chicago. See, I wanted to go with Miami, bro. I really did. I was on the fence for sure, but I ended up going with Chicago because they really did beat them a lot during the regular season. But I mean, Kobe White, he didn't have the game I thought he was gonna have. He's been killing it. I'm not gonna lie. Like ever since the Levine trade, this dude has been completely on one for real, bro. He's been absolutely insane. And they just didn't get much from anybody. I mean, Giddy, like the big three, they got somewhat of what they get. I mean, I thought Kobe was gonna do a little bit more, but I mean, they didn't really get much from anybody else. I mean, 10 from Herter, 9 from Buzelis. Like off the bench, they didn't really get anything. I mean, it was definitely tough. But Miami, boy, shout out to Tyler Hero. Hey, that brother, he crazy, bro. 38 in 37 minutes. I mean, he was unbelievable, bro. He was just straight bucket. Davion Mitchell played really well. Like I don't think he missed a shot coming off the bench, bro. He's been since going to Miami, he's found this is the right team for him. He fits Spo, he fits the culture they got going on over there. Andrew Wiggins, one of the better role players in the league. I mean, he's been playing really solid since he's been in Miami because he just can hoop. You know what I'm saying? It's not the expectation for him. He's just out there hooping. Bam had a nice little double as well. Now look, I ain't gonna lie. Miami versus Atlanta, we're gonna get into it in a second. That's gonna be a game, bro. Because I was not expecting Tyler Hero to kind of man up in this one. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, 38 is crazy. 38 is crazy. That definitely showed me like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yeah, you an all-star, but you might actually be one of the like one of them ones for real, bro. I'm not saying he gonna go on a run, but like, you know, it it kind of showed like, damn, they might actually be right when I want to give up Tyler Hero on some of these, some of the trades in the past. Even though they could have probably won a title, but I mean, he could be the guy, man.
Yeah, man. Again, I agree with it. I wasn't really expecting 38 from Tyler Hero. I also picked the Bulls as well. I thought Buzelis was going to provide a little bit more than he did, and the same thing like you said. I thought Kobe White was going to provide a lot more. I thought your boy Zach Collins off the bench was going to provide a lot more. I know how much you love that man, Zach Collins,
Stop it.
Spurs
Stop
legend by
it.
the way.
Stop it.
But no,
Stop it.
besides obviously like Bam and Andrew Wiggins and Tyler Hero, like the main guys on the Heat. You've already brought him up, Davion Mitchell. Man, he led the team in assists. He was facilitating the ball, and he was also locking people up on defense too. Like he was going crazy. And then I also really started thinking about. Do you remember when Donovan Mitchell was in talks about going to the Heat?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? I just thought it was hilarious because like Imagine somebody would have bought like a Donovan Mitchell jersey, number 45, Donovan Mitchell, and they got
That's crazy.
Davion Mitchell 45. I was watching that last night, and I just thought it was hilarious. But no, he was going crazy on defense. He was locking people up, and again, he was facilitating the ball. He was scoring when he needed to. So, man, shout out to the Heat for real.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. Tyler Hero, he made a really good leap this year, bro. Shout out to him. Like, very underrated, bro. In my opinion, I still think he's very underrated. I mean, he kind of like I said, this is definitely his coming out year. I mean, definitely the bubble. We already knew he was really good, but this is the year he took the next step with Jimmy being absent. I mean, went from averaging pretty much 21 to 24. His efficiency was way better from the field. Um, I mean, bro, he's taking the mantle as the guy, and I think him and Bam, it's a nice it's a really good young duo that they have with him. Obviously, I wish they kind of would have worked things out with Jimmy, and it didn't go the way that it did. But I mean, hey, Tyler Hero's still 25, and let me see how old Bam is. Yeah, Bam's 27. So I mean, you still got some years to go with this with this young duo. I still want to see them. Hey, and you got guys like Kelly Ware, Davion Mitchell. They're also good young pieces too. So I don't think that they're far off from being like they definitely got to get that guy that alpha. But I definitely think that this team's days of making miraculous runs, I don't think they're over if they play their cards right. They got to play their cards right. I don't think they're going to land like a big star. I know people are saying Kevin Durant. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think if they can draft that right piece to go along with these guys, or like even if you make a trade for like a Zion, like and he can revamp his career, something like I think something like that is can happen for Miami. But I mean, as far as the young core, bro, they still got it. Like the young core ain't bad. It's definitely better than what I thought it was.
See, we've kind of touched on the Heat in general. I just don't like. I guess it might just be me. If I'm like a star trying to go somewhere,
Yeah, I'm not going to Miami.
yeah, I don't know why I would want to go to Miami. But I
Yeah,
mean,
nah,
like,
they
I do
killing
agree with you. They do have a really, really nice young core that, like, if somebody were to, like you said, like a Zion or something like that, like a star want to come into a situation like that, I mean, it would be perfect for them. I just, more behind the scenes type thing, just the way yeah, I mean, just in general, like, the way they kind of treated their stars with, like the stories coming out about Braun and then the way they treated D Wade and Jimmy. And it's like, why would I want to
Jimmy,
go
shopping
there?
Jimmy,
Yeah, why would I want to go there?
crazy.
But
Yeah, man, I agree. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it'll probably have to be through the draft or trading for another young player. I don't think you can get, like I said, I don't think a guy like KD, like, could you see like Ja?
I mean, I could see them trying to trade for him. Like I could see him enjoying Miami. I could see that, but like I couldn't see like, I mean, it's Miami, bro. It's Miami at the end of the day. Stars are gonna want
That
to go to
man gonna wild
Miami.
out there.
Um,
I
but it's
ain't gonna lie, he
like,
gonna wild out there in Miami. He go to Miami, bro. He go to Miami. Pat Riley had to be on that man like crazy, like white on
yeah,
rice, bro.
but yeah, I guess it's just more for me. You know, if I were a
I'm with
star,
you too.
yeah, it would just be like I would just feel some type of way, almost knowing like if I'm a star, eventually things are gonna go sour, things are gonna go south, and like you're gonna have to. I don't know.
Yeah, like I want to see. They have a lottery pick. So like that's what I'm saying. So like say they get lucky and they get like pick. They get a guy like Dylan Harper. I think that what I'm saying, that'd be huge for them. Like I feel like he could be the piece. But I'm just saying like they already. My whole point with them is like I think they have a really good foundation of a young core already with Tyler Hero, Ben Adebayo, Kelly Ware showing some promise, Davion Mitchell's giving you something. So I'm not just what I'm saying, and Jaime Jaquez too. I know they're not really playing him anymore. I don't know why that is, but yeah. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like Andrew Wiggins has been solid too. So well, we'll see in Miami. I mean, shit, they could make the playoffs. But yeah, going on to the matchups that we got. Let's talk about it, bro. Mavericks versus the Grizzlies. Um, I don't even who you got, Ryan, bro. Who you got? Memphis versus Dallas.
Man,
A seed on the line.
I really want to go Dallas. Just like just the big men that they got, and like again, if they show up like they showed up last night in this game, I don't know. I don't know. But also like I mean again, like I feel like the Grizzlies like Man, you got Ja, you got Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain was
Ain't no
going
way you missed the
crazy.
playoffs.
Yeah, and it's like, see, this is my whole thing with like the play in tournament is like there's no reason almost a 50-win team should be missing the playoffs
That's crazy.
compared to a 39 almost 40-win team. Like it
But
just don't make sense.
but they don't have no business in the playoffs. They can't do this. See, like that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. It's really like a catch 22. Like I agree with both sides of it. Like
yeah.
there is no reason why these dudes should be fighting 2 games decide your future for the whole season. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, this is Dallas. Like, yeah, Dallas is good, but bro, if you can't beat these, like, think about it. There wasn't Memphis was the 2 seed for a big portion of the
Mm-hmm.
season, and you're like, you lose, your season over. You don't
Yeah.
even get into the playoffs, and like that's my thing with it. It's like this is why it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Like because I could definitely see Anthony Davis. They put on a really good defensive performance and
Yeah.
they win this game because Memphis isn't just a dominant offensive team. Like I could see where they limit from Ja getting inside, and they Anthony Davis on Jaren Jackson Jr. He caused their brother some issues. And next thing you know, you looking up and Dallas got a 15-point lead going into the fourth quarter, and it's looking like Memphis is done. And I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna lie to you, if you lose to Golden State and you lose to Dallas, I get it. I mean, you just you weren't better.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, this is like a game 7.
Yeah.
If you can't win this game, you didn't earn to be in the playoffs. It's tough, but that's why I kind of like it because that means Dallas was a better team, fully healthy, and they're not even fully healthy. My
Yeah.
fault. Kyrie not even playing. The fact that if you lose this game, they ain't got Kyrie. So if you lose this game, you ain't got no business being in the playoffs. Cause that means you can't beat them. You ain't supposed to go beat
Mm-hmm.
OKC. Nah, 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 nah,
See,
nah,
my,
nah, nah.
my my whole thing with like, and again, I'm not saying that even like realistically Dallas or Memphis, I think whoever plays OKC,
Yeah,
they
they losing.
losing. But like, I
I
feel
think
like
Memphis give them a better run for their money.
yeah, basketball all about matchups, and
Styles make
like,
fights.
man, this matchup just does not
Bode well for Memphis.
at all, bro, at all. And like, I really do want to go Dallas, bro. No, fuck, I'm gonna go Dallas. I'm gonna pick Dallas. Fuck it, I'm going Dallas.
I want to go Dallas. I just don't see. I don't see Memphis. I think Memphis gonna come out with some attitude, bro. You
Mm.
at the crib.
You've
You
had
at the
you had the
crib.
extra day off too at home.
You yeah, bro. You at the crib. You going back home. You playing a banged up team. But you playing a team that got nothing to lose, and you got everything to lose. And I'm gonna put my. Uh, look, I could go Dallas because it's like who you putting your money on, Ja or AD? And I ain't gonna lie, AD better, bro. But ain't no way you lose this game. It's just no way. I could see it happening, but Memphis don't. I don't think Memphis gonna fold like this. Cause you going out so sad.
Mm.
You fired your coach and you missed the playoffs. Oh nah. Now now we talking about blowing it up.
Yeah, I mean, something would have to happen. There's no reason that
Yeah, like yeah,
you had a good point. You mentioned they were the second seed, and now you missed the playoffs,
yeah,
lost 2 play-in games.
yeah, nah, yeah, nah. See, like it's good for drama, but it's terrible for that because
Yeah,
you know who they trading. They getting rid of job, bro.
yeah, yeah.
I don't care. No one say they are coming off Ja Morant, bro. They gonna sit there and say we got to give up something, and it sucks that it. And the only reason why it's Ja is because of the off the court stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with his game on the court. Because I still think Ja, in my humble opinion, is arguably a top 5 point guard in the league. Like Ja's still that dude. I know people hating on him, talking about some that brother can't shoot, whatever. I don't care, bro. Ja is so tough. Ja's still that guy, bro. And it's just I don't know what they do. You're still young, so it's like, do you get rid of Ja? I don't know, but I'm gonna go Memphis. Backs against the wall. I don't see them just letting. I just don't see it, bro. Ain't no way. That would be the crazy. Like that would be the first team that's just like, damn. Because
Mm-hmm.
remember what happened to the Clippers? They fell to the play-in, and remember PG got hurt when they fell to the play-in, and they
Mm.
lost to Minnesota and they lost to the Pelicans. They fell out they didn't make the playoffs, and they had a way better record than Minnesota, or was it New Orleans? One of them had a way better record than them, and they missed it. Memphis, this will be insane. Almost a like what game difference is this?
9. This would be a
That's
9-game difference.
crazy.
That's what I mean, bro. Like, see, that's my whole argument with the play. Like, I definitely understand your point of like, man, well, if you can't even beat Dallas, you definitely not beating OKC.
Without Kyrie, like
Yeah.
I get it. If Kyrie healthy, I get it.
But it's also like, I don't know, man. They almost won 50 games this season, bro, and you might not even make the playoffs, bro. Like, that's crazy. Because
I'd be sick.
Because for example, in the West, we're talking about a 37-win team playing a 40-win team. You know, like I understand that. We talking about almost a 50-win team, bro. Like, I don't know. I want to pick the upset. I want to pick the upset. I want to go with Dallas.
I'd be sick if I was a Memphis fan.
Mm-hmm. If you lose,
sick.
And like you said, man, I could totally see a world where like, somebody on the Mavs, like Max Christie hits a crazy 3 in the third quarter, and then the announcer's going crazy. Man, the Mavs are by 15 going into the fourth. They're by 20 going into the fourth, and it's like, man, in Memphis, like, but also I could 100% see a way where Memphis goes crazy,
blow the dust off them boys.
And it's like you brought up a good point of like them just coming out and like, man, we can't lose this. We cannot lose this game. And like you said, this is a game 7 for both teams, you know? And it's like this game theoretically should mean more to Memphis of like, man, Dallas is like, man, we lost Luka, like dealing with a bunch of injuries. Like they're not even supposed to be here, bro. They really aren't supposed to be here if we're being honest. But it's like, that's the thing is like Dallas playing with that house money and Memphis is back against the wall at home. I just do wonder if it's like,
because if Dallas still had Luka, it's over.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna pick Dallas still. I'm gonna pick Dallas just for the upset, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Memphis, bro. But I don't want to talk about this. This is just so Nico Harrison is an absolute clown. He's an absolute clown. There's something wrong with this man, bro. He does not need to be able to walk freely in Dallas. Like it's on sight. It's on sight. Hands. If I'm a Mavericks, it's hands, bro. I promise you, it's hands. We're fighting. I don't care if I have to, man. Charge me up. Bro, you gotta see me, bro. What do you mean? Oh, cause boy, no regrets, making sure. How you sitting there saying that with a straight face, bro? The Lakers are the 3 seed. They put off the biggest come up ever. Bro. They got like it's still crazy that this man after like around this time last year I had Dallas going to the finals. Me and you picked Luka to win the MVP. I don't know if you had Dallas going to the finals again or not. I can't remember. But I had them
I think I picked the Thunder. I think I picked the Thunder.
I picked them. I had Dallas going back after the finals last year. I had them go, bro. It's just mind blowing to me that this is where they are. Their team is so good. That's the thing. Their team it might make the playoffs with no Kyrie, with Anthony. That is crazy. It's crazy and it's so sad. It isn't. It is They have had the worst season ever in the history of the league. I'd rather my team win 5 games, go 5-79, than whatever 5-78, whatever it is, then do what Dallas did. Because not only did you get rid of Luka, you got rid of Quentin Grimes.
Yeah, he was going crazy in Philly,
bro.
Crazy.
Like imagine having Luka and Quentin Grimes with a healthy Kyrie.
Yeah.
I'm probably picking him to come out the West. I'll be like, bro, conference finals gonna be them and the Clippers, bro. Ain't no way.
It's also not like they didn't have any big men either. You got Gafford and Lively too, you know. Najee Marshall coming off the bench.
Like, what are you talking about? We need a defense on the interior. Who else do you need? You
Yeah.
got Lively and Gafford. They weren't scrub. It's just I
But
cannot believe. Like when I was making a Luca video today about Shannon Sharp talking about T Wolves, Timberwolves, Lakers in 5, and I'm making a video about when Luca was killing Minnesota, and I'm watching this like there is no way you sitting there watching this man do this last year. A few months, my fault. A year ago, this man is killing, running through shaded MVP. This man, arguably the MVP, running through him. He ran through the Clippers. He ran through Minnesota. Didn't that be Minnesota in 5?
I think so. I think so. Yeah.
They were calling him and Kyrie the greatest backcourt duo in the history of the league. And you gonna sit there and say, nah, we can't win with this. What? Bro, that's the most ludicrous statement I have ever seen. I'm sorry, I just had to go on that rant, bro. It's dial. It is plain stupidity. I can't even find the word. You have to be, your head had to be so far up your ass for you to sit there and be like, you know what we gonna do? We gonna trade Luka. What the fuck? It's just crazy to me, bro.
And
Absolutely insane.
and then also from the Lakers perspective, man, last year we had D'Lo as our point guard. Man,
God,
now we got Luca, bro.
fucking
Like
crazy.
if you would have told me when the finals ended that Luca was gonna be a Laker, it's
In a
like
few
nah.
months.
Yeah,
The same year.
that's crazy.
Wait, no,
bro.
it wasn't the same year. My fault. Don't matter. In less than a
Yeah,
year,
yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah,
barring an arrest, barring an injury, barring this man committing whatever crime you could think of, he be a Laker. I've been like, man, you out your goddamn
hmm
mind. I remember reporters coming out talking about some the Lakers are pursuing Luka Doncic in the long term. Bro, what do you mean you traded this man for Anthony Davis? I ain't gonna. It's the most, and it's such a bad reflect on AD because I like AD, bro, and I don't think AD. He's not a bad player. It's just like, damn, he ain't even a scrub, bro. Like I feel like this team healthy, they be a playoff team without a doubt. But it's like, what are we fucking doing?
man, I think if AD and everybody were healthy fully, and Kyrie was also healthy, man, I wouldn't pick them to go to the finals, but like they could be a legit contender. But you just
Yeah,
shortened your window so much. Like when you have Luca, it's like easily a decade, and you just shortened your window to like 2-3 years max, and also to like you were saying earlier, it's like to hold a press conference with I think it was like 15 media people, no
and
cameras
tell him you can't
allowed, no
record.
nothing. It's like
Man's a
I've never
clown.
heard of that, bro. In
He's a
any
clown,
sport,
bro. He's a clown. I'm
that's
sorry.
crazy.
I wish my Spurs would ever do something like that. I would disown that franchise so fast until he's gone. No matter of fact, years after he gone. That's Let me find out we trade Wimby for Joel Embiid. Please let me find out. Let me find out. Brian Wright wake up when they like, man, we finna get off Wimby, bro. After our finals run, bro, you can. This man have the arguably the greatest playoff run ever. It was definitely up there. Not saying it was the best. Up there. Brother got packed up. They shipped him out of town. That's crazy. That's diabolical. That is, it don't get more stupid than that. It's like, shout out to Click Productions, him making a video. I rebuilt the Mavericks. I traded Luka Doncic and built the Mavericks. Like, what are we doing? Like, what? They had to pay that man $250 million to tank that? Ain't no way. That's ridiculous. That's like being the Mavericks. It's like starting a my league with the Mavericks and you put Luka Doncic in the trade finder and they just have to draw up a trade and it's Anthony Davis.
Mm. And then it's also like for you to come out months later and stand on all 10 and be wrong about that shit.
He's
Like,
quadruple down at this
yeah,
point.
it's like, bro, like like man, it's
Luka
cool.
gave y'all 45.
It's also it is cool to admit that like
I
yeah,
fucked
I
up.
might have messed up a little bit, bro. Like to at least acknowledge that, but like to like not even acknowledge it whatsoever, and again, it could be 2-3 years from now, and the Mavs could have 2 championships. Not likely, but they could possibly have it, and we could look back at it and be like, you know what, it might have been an equal fair trade because the Lakers still got Luka, but like I mean, we got 2 championships out of it. But the
You could
likelihood
have
of that
got him.
happening is is really low, and it's like, bro, you still also could have extended that championship window. But who knows? You could have had 4 or 5 championships with Luka, 3, 4, or 5 championships with Luka in his whole career. Like,
That man is a clown.
and also, again, it goes back to the whole Miami thing we were talking about earlier. Why would a star player ever want to go play in Dallas when they just
Hell
traded the
no.
face of their
I'm,
franchise?
I'm not playing for that owner, bro.
No.
At all. I'm not going to play for him, bro. I don't care how much money you throw. I'm not going to play for you, bro. Hell no. You traded Luca, bro. How your first half of season you got the team? You fucked you threw everything in the gutter. I'm glad if I'm Mark Cuban. Did you see that man in the video? Of this man sitting courtside,
Yeah.
but Pat Dumont will have to see me, bro. I promise you, like, bro, we are fighting. Like, bro, I promise you. Let me. You didn't call me. I don't give a damn. I supposed to do this team. This is my team. Mark Cuban built this team. Okay. He built this team. What do you mean? You traded who? Okay. Traded Kyrie, I'm pissed. You traded Clay, I'm pissed. You traded whoever, I'm pissed. You traded 77? Oh nah. When I pull up to American Airlines, ain't because isn't that the name of their shit?
I think so, yeah.
When I pull up to American Airlines, it's on site, bro. Like we are fighting. Like I don't care what you got. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Like we scrapping. It's just that simple. It's disrespectful. And this man sat there and stood, not gonna tell the media you can't record. We can negotiate it, bro. Ain't nobody want to negotiate with you, bro. We see what happens when people negotiate with you. You a clown. You let this man Rob Pelinka talk you into trading Luca. I'm sorry, I had to get that rant off, bro. It's just unbelievable. That it's when I think of Nico Harrison, I feel the pain because I respect the Mavericks as a franchise. I actually fuck with them, and I'm a Spurs fan because I like Dirk and I like Mark Cuban, bro. And I fucked with what they were building. I like the way they were building their team, and they just fucked it. I mean, that's crazy, bro.
Man, if I would have known better, I would have thought he traded your ass the way you, man, you went in on that, man. That's crazy.
Bro, that man's a clown, bro. I'm sorry. Because I'm trying to put myself in a Mavericks fan shoes. He's a
Yeah.
clown, bro. Something wrong with him, bro. He ain't right in the head, dog.
But see,
He ain't right, but he needs to be fired. Like,
isn't it crazy
fire
that
this man, bro.
isn't it crazy that could really happen? Like anybody, like for you could wake up to, well, I've not tomorrow, but you could wake up like next season and they traded Wemby and you can't do nothing about it. You can't do anything about it. It's like,
Bro, I swear, let me see Brian Wright courtside. Let me see Brian Wright at the Spurs game. I'm telling you, catching you people may come. It's necessary. Like you need, bro. Somebody need to put hands on this man. I ain't saying do anything else drastically, but just put hands on, bro. Like like look, I'm a diehard fan, bro. I feel like this man he needs to be fired. The owner needs to be. They need to ban this man from the NBA. Tell me you will never step foot. If the Mavericks implode this team within after next season, they need to ban Dumont from the league, bro. They need to hold the owners meeting and tell them he needs to step away from this team. We need to bring Mark Cuban back into the fold, sell the team again. Matter of fact, Dumont, sell your portion back to Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban, you want to resell the team, do what you got to do. We're not having this man in our league anymore. If the Lakers win a title this season, they need to have an owners meeting and get this man out the league. It needs to happen. This man needs to be banned from the league, bro. I'm sorry. There is no way. And the fact he sat there, they asked him, I agree with Nico. I agree with the philosophy. It's mind blowing to me, bro. It's just crazy. Like it's literally some shit that you make up. Like, how would you feel if the Lakers, after they won the title, they traded Braun?
well, I was in a boat for a while where like, not that I didn't want Braun and AD on my team, but it was kind of like we got no future whatsoever. So like,
You got handed D.
exactly. But like before that, I was in the headspace of just like, I love AD, I love Braun. We are not gonna win anything with either one of them going forward. The team around them just isn't good enough. I'm not saying they're amazing elite players. Obviously, one of them best of all time. Shout out that man Braun. But I don't know. I was kind of in that headspace of like get what you can for both of them and just rebuild and go from there. But
That man is
like you just said, you just got Luka now. So it's like now if they would have traded Braun, now I'd be really upset about it. It's like, man, you just traded the best player of all time,
that man.
But yeah,
Oh my god.
I
He
think the better question would be if the Lakers were to go trade, for example, like you just said with Joel Embiid. If the Lakers were to go trade Luka for Joel Embiid and a first round pick and Quentin Grimes, that's essentially what the
not
Lakers.
even Quinn
Yeah,
Grimes.
I'm trying to think of somebody. He was the first player that came to my head, but like something like that. It's like,
Jared Butler.
man, shout
Like
out that
it's
man. He a Wizards legend. Shout out that man. Quit playing with him.
I'm just I'm sorry, bro. I it is insane to me. It is just insane. Like this man went toe to toe with the MVP last year, and he outplayed him. He beat him, and you say that is he lost to a super team, and he still averaged damn near 30-point triple double in the finals, and you say we can't win with him. He's the guy you give up. How about trying to go get AD? Why are we giving up Luca? You see, this is where I say some people. Where's the background check on them before you hired him? There's something wrong with Nico Harrison, bro. He needs to have a psychiatric evaluation. Him and the owner. What goes through your mind? Like, is AD your illegitimate child or something? I'm trying to put my hand around what? First of all, you call the Spurs stick and they finna give you Wemby, which I'm not gonna lie. See, I'd rather you do that. If you trade Luca for Wemby, I get it. I get it on both sides. I ain't even mad at the Spurs if we did it. Traded for AD. Ain't no disrespect, but like, this ain't Pelicans AD. This is crazy. Man, nah.
And then also you brought up a really good point of like, again, it's not like you ran into some finals team that was just lucky to almost be there.
Yeah,
It's like you
bro.
ran into the Celtics, who are
They lose to
arg-
Indiana.
arguably the best
One of the
best
best teams ever
yeah
assembled.
like best well-rounded team that we've seen in a very long time. And it's like saying that he couldn't beat them single-handedly essentially with him and Kyrie. It's like,
They were like they weren't gonna win the series, bro. Like, and it's insane to me that that's the solution that they came up with. Like I understand Luca's defense isn't good, but the offensive upside is legendary. It's goat like. Like, did Golden State trade Steph? That's like Golden State trading Steph at the 2016 finals. What? He there was some plays we had to take him off the court for defense, and he got cooked by Kyrie at the end. Excuse me? Like that, like you want to know what that is? Imagine, I don't know if he was in the league, but like I'm just gonna draw up the scenario because I'm not gonna go too deep into it. That's like them saying, you know what? We need a defensive guy. Let's go trade Steph Curry for the for young Ben Simmons. We need defense. We still got KD. We still got Clay. Let's go trade him for Ben Simmons. Why would you do that? Like, it just don't make like you talking about you trading this man for a defensive guy. Like, it's just ugh. But anyway, man, let's move on. I don't care if that's a bad comparison or not. It's just I'm just frustrated by it. It just says this man like Kenton. I'm glad he's not in Dallas no more. That's our rival, whatever. But the Lakers just makes me sick. I'm sorry. Look, I know you're a Laker fan, but it just absolutely makes me sick.
man,
And then you call Minnesota for Anthony Edwards.
I,
Like you can't even say like, come on, bro. You out here calling like if you try to trade for Jokic, I get it. You try to trade for Ant, come on, bro. He just beat Ant. Killed the Wolves.
I still can't get over the Jared Butler disrespect, but that's besides the point.
No, I wouldn't disrespect him. I'm just saying.
I know.
I'm trying to.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm
Okay,
joking.
man. I'm like, bro, it's just. Cause bro, my partner, man, this man be trying to hold out hope, talking about some man next year, bro. We can win the title. Y'all ain't winning no title. It's gonna be rebuild time. You gotta rebuild soon. Talking about man, Kendrick Perkins. No, they get KD. It be work. Bro, no. Bro, what is a 1-2 year window gonna do?
See,
Even if you get KD, are they beating Boston?
and see that's also the thing now, especially with Kyrie. It's like, can you promise Kyrie's gonna come back to be Kyrie? You know, it's like also like when will he come back from the injury next season? Because he's
The
probably not
season
gonna.
could be gone by the time he come
Yeah,
back.
it's like it just makes you wonder, especially like now. It's like the window really could be. It's obviously either next year or the year after that. But like, I mean, you shorten the window next year purely just based off of bad luck with Kyrie getting hurt and the injury that he got, and it's like,
And this is all predicated to if Anthony Davis stay healthy.
yeah, yeah, man, shout out to Mavs fans, shout out to them. I feel bad for you guys.
That is, man, we gonna be talking about this trade for like years, bro. Just how stupid it is. Like talking about Dallas gonna win the lottery and get Cooper Flag. Let's stop it. They don't deserve it. Nico had he don't deserve that. I'll be pissed if they get the one pick.
Man,
He
Cooper
don't
Flag going
deserve
back
it.
to Duke.
Yeah, but I would be petty like that.
Yeah,
I don't want to play for y'all.
no. I mean, the way you just traded your star,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
How do I not know in 3-4 years from now you're just gonna trade me like that?
I
It,
wonder if Luka. I wonder if Luka had won the MVP, would they have traded him? I don't think it
yeah,
would have mattered
nah. I mean, if the whole point was that he couldn't win the finals, I mean, he could have won MVP for the last three
because
years for all
he
we care.
should have won MVP last year though.
He
Last
was
year
going
he should have
crazy.
got the MVP. He deserved to get the MVP last year. His numbers are crazy. They're better than Jokic. He should have got MVP last year. I think because I think you said that too. He should have got it last year. So you really
Yeah,
and he, bro,
I'm pretty sure that was part of our like the reason we predicted him at the beginning
to
of the
win it
season.
this year,
Yeah, because we were like, oh,
and he got
he's more
hurt.
due for it. Yeah, man. Shout out to Mavs fans. Shout out to them.
Crazy. Moving on, bro. Next, we was running on that for a while, but moving on. Next playing game, the Heat taking on the Hawks, man. Ryan, who you got?
Uh,
I got the
mm,
Heat, bro.
yeah, I'm thinking the Heat, but also the Hawks having the extra day of rest, it being in Atlanta. It's just the way they went out, against granted a very 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 good Orlando team. Um, I know you want Atlanta to lose. I know you rooting for them because
Oh yeah,
yeah, I know you rooting for that.
100%.
You
I
know
want
what?
them to lose, and I want I think I need Memphis to lose too.
Okay.
So if they lose, matter of fact, what game first? Yeah, so if Atlanta lose, boy, I'm gonna be rooting for Dallas like a mug.
I'm gonna go for see because I can see Trey going off. I could see him going crazy. Um,
I think they just gonna trap, bro. I think they're gonna double him off everything and force
mhm.
everybody else to beat him. That's why I'm
You
going
know what?
Miami. Plus,
Yeah, I'm gonna go Miami. I'm gonna go Miami. You just convinced me. I'm gonna go Miami.
yeah, I
'Cause
trust Miami supporting Cass more.
and the way for me it's especially the way man Davion Mitchell was locking them up. The way he was playing defense against the Bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Miami.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on to the 2-7 seeds. Prediction time. The match has been set. We got Golden State versus the Rockets, and then we got the Orlando Magic versus the Celtics. I think we already know who our pick is. For the Celtics, we could start there real quick. I'm going Celtics in like 5, bro. I think I said it earlier. They're not. Magic. I think the Magic are a really good defensive team. I think they're really well coached, but I think not having Jalen Suggs is a really big factor in this one. And I just think even if they did have him, I think the scoring um is not up there enough to contend with Boston because I think Boston on a bad night can still drop 110, 115 on you. About 110 on you for sure on a bad night. And I just think I don't think they got the firepower to go toe to toe with them amongst a 7 game series. I like Paulo, I like Franz, but Boston on the defensive side, they're not gonna allow you just to run through them. You know what I'm saying? Can't I like I think Paulo will get his, but yeah, man, I'm going with Boston in 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Boston at 5 as well. I would like to see this series. Granted, I still do think everybody could be healthy. I still think Boston wins, but even with like you said with Suggs and even Mo Wagner being healthy, I think he tore his Achilles like earlier in the season. Um, Even if he was healthy, again, I'd still think Boston would win. But I hate injuries. I just want to see everybody healthy, and yeah, I'm gonna go with Boston though. Boston 5.
Yeah. Going on to the series where I'm trying to go to the game on Wednesday. I gotta see them boys. Yeah, I wanted to go Sunday, but it's Easter. I'm trying to go to this game on Wednesday. Golden State, man, Steph Curry and them boys. I did get to see. I did go to this game last year when they played. I got to see Steph and Clay play. Hey man, they went all two, so it was a really good game, bro. Shout out to them. Um, yeah, man, Golden State is taking on the Rockets now. My prediction might shock you. I'm going with the Rockets. I got the Rockets in like 6 or 7. Um, just for me, it's the defensive aspect. I think Golden State is a really good team. I think it's gonna come down to this. I think that Amin Thompson, bro. I talked about him. I know you heard me talk about him. He a dog, bro. If he can limit Steph Curry, which he has this season, and like every time he's been matched up on him, the last time he played, I think Steph went like 2 for 16 and only had 3 points.
Yeah, it was something
Um,
like that. I think he only hit 1 3, and those were his only
yeah,
points.
yeah. Not to mention, I think the Rockets have a better bench. Um, I think they got a better bench unit, bro. And I just think they're an overall better team. I think they're better coached. That's a big part of it too. But yeah, I'm going with the Rockets, man. I just like we saw even with Jimmy and Steph going nuclear, they're barely winning these games. Hell, they're losing. Like they lost to the Clippers, they barely beat Memphis. I gotta go with the Rockets, bro. I gotta go with the Rockets. I just don't see unless Steph goes absolutely crazy. He got to average like 38, 37 for them to win this series. And like they're raw, they just don't have a good enough roster. And Kaminga and them not playing and everything. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, did the Rockets beat them both in all the games they played? 'Cause I know they beat them in that one game where Steph only had 3. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, he had. I could find it real quick. Hold
Yeah, I'm
on.
trying to see if they beat them. I guess it'll be a history. History.
Oh, I cannot find the game. Oh, here we go. Yeah, yeah, they beat him. They beat him. Rockets beat him 106-96.
Yeah, and then February the Warriors beat them.
Fred didn't even. Oh no, Fred did play. Yeah, Fred only had 3 points. Yeah. Steph had 3 points, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they was locking them up. Yeah, I just it's the defense, bro. If I'm in Thompson, I want to see how they can do it for a whole 7 game series though, because guys get tired guarding Steph. I still think it'll be a good series, and I definitely think Steph's gonna have a good whistle. So I think Amin can't play as aggressive defense as he's gonna want to, but I still think he can limit Steph. And if he can limit Steph a little bit off his game, a little bit inefficient, they gonna handle Golden State, bro. It's just tough. Like I I just don't think Golden State got enough off the bench. Like Buddy Hield, Quinn Post. I think is Quinn Post starting? All right. Yeah, man. No, yeah, he's not even starting. The starting lineup has been Steph, Pods, Moody, Jimmy, and Draymond. Kaminga ain't even playing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like he ain't even play Kaminga in the Clippers. I forgot he ain't even play Clippers game.
See, the Warriors did win the series though this year. They won 3-2. Um, I don't know, man. It's just so tough for me to pick against Steph and Jimmy. You know,
Same here.
I'm gonna go with the Warriors in 7. I'm gonna go with them in
Cause
7.
mm,
I just can't pick against Steph and I can't pick against Jimmy. It seems like every single time, every single playoffs, people always pick against Jimmy specifically, and
it's
Jimmy
tough, bro.
always goes
Cause
crazy. He always does. You know he will. And I understand this one game against the Grizzlies. I mean, they barely won, but man, you know Jimmy's coming. You know Steph about to come
yeah,
over here
like
and kill some people. So
the only thing I will say when it comes to this is why I think I think either I think either team can win this series. I think the series goes 6 or 7 regardless. I think the Rockets. I think the Golden State is more consistent in terms of what you're gonna get offensively. It's hard to stop. It's hard to stop Steph for 7 game series,
hmm
but you low key make me want to flip it.
see, I agree with you. I think no matter who wins, man, you could definitely see the Rockets winning the series. I think personally, whoever wins, it's gonna go to like 6 or 7, like you said.
I
I
just yeah.
I don't know. I can't pick
I
against
just can't
Steph.
see I think it's gonna be too hard for them. They're gonna have to like for them to win, bro. Curry's gonna have to have like 4 games where he dropping over 35, over 30 at least. I'm not saying he can't do it, bro, but like Jimmy too. Like
I mean, that's why you brought him in. You know.
yeah, but like that's a lot, bro. That's a lot. Like at least when he was in Miami, he had a Bam could give you some nice. Like they don't have nobody who gonna get the scoring. I mean, Pods, yeah, but bro, the Rockets are a really good defensive team. In the backcourt, I mean, you got Fred and a men,
hmm
bro. Like they not no like cupcakes when it
No, no,
comes to
no, no.
defense. Like the only thing I say they can really thrive is the pick and roll, but they don't. Golden State don't have that big. It's just gonna literally be Steph. Like say you run Looney, but then they got their bench. I think the Rockets bench is gonna be it for me. Their bench is like miles better than Golden State's, bro.
So I do have one question then. You when we was on last episode, I believe. Yeah, it was the last episode when we were talking about the Clippers and Warriors game, and we both predicted the Warriors to win the game or whatever. And I'm pretty
I
sure you
thought they were gonna
predicted.
beat the Rock. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
what changed for you?
I mean, I had to look at it outside of like just Steph and Jimmy and just what I've seen from them the past few games. Like I just don't like it hasn't been entirely convincing. Like losing to San Antonio and Steph and Jimmy both play well. Losing to the Clippers and both of your guys play really well, and then barely beating Memphis, and they both dropped damn near 40. Like
Mm-hmm.
and you barely got out that game, and then you're going up against a Rocket team who, bro, they're really good defensively. Like I think Steph can get his. The only here's the problem is that can he get his more times than not, and is that gonna be enough from like is Jimmy helping gonna be enough? Because the reason why the Rockets are a good team is because to play and everybody was saying they want them is because of the consistency offensively. But they're so good defensively, they don't have to be that consistent. Like you don't need like Jalen Green. He's not gonna be consistent. That's just a gimme. We all know this brother is not gonna be out there averaging no 25 a game unless he's just different in the playoffs. We haven't seen him. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm looking at the bench aspect of it. Golden State bench don't really give them nothing, bro. Like they're not getting anything from the bench. Even in the game where they played the Clippers, like they got 8 from Buddy, 6 from Looney, 2 from Gary Payton. Kaminga didn't even play. And then when they beat Memphis, like Gary Payton, yeah, gave you 12, Post gave you 11, but then you got 2 from Hill, 3 from Guy Santos. Kaminga didn't play either, bro. Kaminga's getting DNP'd. So I don't know, bro. And I think even if Kaminga played, the Rockets bench, like you got Jabari, Steven Adams, like I don't know, bro. And not like the Rockets, they didn't beat all the best teams in the league. Like I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like the bench, you got Tari Easton, Jabari, Cam Whitmore. Steven Adams, like I don't know, bro. And they young too. Like they bench can outrun. Like I just think from a whole team aspect, it's too much for Golden State, bro. Even like it's even if Steph and Jimmy go ape shit, they still may not win. It's gonna have to take for the Rockets to be so bad offensively, which I just don't see them being historically bad.
See, I was looking at just the last 5 matchups they played this season. They had a game on November 2nd where it went to overtime, and the Warriors won 127 to 121. But besides that one game, in all the other 4 games, the Rockets haven't been able to put up 100 over 106 points, like in any of them. 106 points is the where they won in April 6th. They beat them 106 to 96. But the other games,
Yeah, but that was the beginning of the year. That was when Golden State was on fire.
I mean, they played February 13th. The Rockets only put up 98 points. They played on the 11th. The Rockets only put up 91. They played on the 5th. They only put up 93. So like I mean that kind of goes to your point of the Rockets offense, having to show up, but also goes to your point of the Rockets defense. I mean, Golden State hasn't been killing them either. It's not like they've been going crazy with the points either. So,
and my thing is too is like if this was any other defender guarding Steph, I wouldn't be like so easy. But Amin Thompson is cold, bro. He's unbelievable. He's the
nice.
best athlete in the league, bro. And he's super young. His role isn't even to score. His role is going to be go stop Steph Curry, bro.
Yeah.
And the best thing they can do is get him in. If they get him in the foul trouble, Golden State will win the series. But if the refs are like, we not finna give you this crazy ass whistle, bro. If they let him play, which they might, I don't see Golden State doing it, bro. I just like it's just tough, like because I see your point too. I want to flip, but then I don't want to flip because like Golden State is the veteran team. They're battle tested. They got 3 Hall of Famers. Even though Draymond is Draymond, but they got 2 Hall of Fame like scorers. Like you got Jimmy, you got Steph, and the Rockets. They just this young defensive minded team. But I think here's gonna come down. It's gonna come down to bench and it's gonna come down to coaching. And I think the Rockets got the advantage of both. Like, but I will say if the games are like the reason I say I want Golden State because if it come down to a close game, they got 2 closers. The Rockets don't have a closer, so it can go either way. But I'm gonna lean with. I hate picking against Steph, bro. Steph, my dog. Jimmy, my dog too. But I just think the Rockets are too much. Like, I think their bench is going to run off Golden State, bro. I just think it's too much. Like, if they would have just a solidified 6-man, I'd give it to them. But they don't have that, bro. And the Rockets got number young, defensive-minded dogs. Like, it's crazy, bro.
See, regardless who wins, man, it's about to be a crazy-ass series.
It's going to be a really good series.
Yeah, so, I mean, realistically, that's what I'm most excited about. I really don't care who wins like that. I just think Golden State is, man, again, I just can't pick against Steph and Jimmy. I've been over here singing Jimmy's praises all season since he joined the Warriors of, man, playoff Jimmy's he's gonna show up. He's gonna show up.
Yeah. And he's gonna show up and that's where I say like it's so tough to pick against them because you know what they're gonna do and the Rockets are still kind of we gotta see.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing for me. But I'm like in the playoffs, though, it's by styles make fights, and I think they match up really well against Golden State from the defensive standpoint. It's just how long can you really hold off Steph, and can you match it? I don't know. It's so tough, bro. The more I talk about it, I want to be like, I got Golden State, and then it's just like, it's hard, bro.
So what's your final decision?
I'm going to stick with like I said, I'm stick with the Rockets. The coaching and the bench is getting it done for me. Like I'm gonna trust that. I don't trust Golden State's second unit because every time Steph and them come out the game, they are susceptible for letting runs go. They don't got nobody else, bro. It's literally Steph and Jimmy. Like if you're being so honest, it's literally just Steph and Jimmy. Like Draymond is Draymond, bro. Like he's not finna have crazy impact offensively for them. Defensively, I give it to you, but who he gonna be guarding, Şengün?
I mean, they're gonna be going back.
Yeah, but I mean, bro, It's gonna be games where Fred gonna kill, Dylan
Mm-hmm.
gonna get some threes up, Jalen. Shingun ain't gonna be locked up. Nah, Shingun not gonna be locked the whole series, but yeah, I'm gonna go Houston, bro. It's just
Okay.
tough. It's so tough. I'm gonna go. It's so tough, bro. But I'm gonna go Houston.
Okay.
And I don't even like the Rockets.
Houston, how many games?
I'm gonna go Houston in 7.
Okay. Man,
I think.
you got it.
No, I was gonna say. I think Amin Thompson arrives for the league in this series. I
Mm-hmm.
think bro is about to put on a. My prediction. I'll say this. I would not be surprised. I'm not saying it will. I think he's coming like Drew Holiday when Drew Holiday played Dame and put the league on notice. Like, bro, I'm the best guard defender in the game. And like, I think Steph is gonna be hell for bro. Like I definitely think Steph will get his, but that man, you gotta get a man offer, bro. Cause a man's gonna. I'm telling you, this dude got all engine. He gonna run around them screens. He may even deny him from getting to the screen. So we'll see.
Man, it kind of also moves into our point of the next topic about former warrior possibly going to the Rockets. I know
Yep.
you wanted to get into that a little bit about KD.
Yeah, Shams put out a report. Well, he said it that if the Rockets are a team that get bounced early, that there is kind of mutual interest between the Rockets and Kevin Durant, and they've been a team that's been talked about getting a superstar. But I personally don't really think that they're gonna do it because I mean, like they have the young guys, but it's like, do you want to give up? I don't think they want to. I mean, say you give up Jabari and Reed Shepard or Jabari and Cam Whitmore for KD. I just don't think that's a move that the Rockets are going to make. Now, the Shams did say they're mutual interest, but Mark Stein, he came out with a report not too long ago. Well, today actually said the Houston Rockets' next significant trade is unlikely to target Kevin Durant because the future Hall of Famer is not on the same timeline. And I'm not gonna lie, Mark Stein is just as reliable as Shams. We being just completely honest. Like he's a guy that's just to me. I view him on the same level as Shams. Um, I just don't see it happening. Not to Houston. I think it needs to be a team because Houston's a young team. They spread the ball around between a lot of different guys. I just don't think that they're gonna go and be like, man, let's go make this move for Kevin Durant, a guy who's strictly ball dominant. He would be the obvious number one option, and I just don't think that's the right move for that team. I think a team like Memphis, a team like the Spurs are better suited for KD just because you could plug him in, or Memphis too. You could plug him in next to stars and he fits well than of him being the main guy on a young team. I don't think that's a good fit for KD.
Man, again, I've been saying I really do think a good fit for KD would be in Minnesota. I mean, obviously, I don't think he's gonna go to Minnesota, but um, I don't know. I do wonder if the Rockets lose first round though, if they would consider it a little bit more, you know.
Yeah, like yeah, I just don't think the Rockets are the right fit. Like I just don't think that's a move they're making. I mean, that's been outside of Samson. There's mutual interest. I just don't think there's much interest for the Raw on the Rocket side. That was the only report I ever seen that saying the Rockets had interest. Because even Brett Siegel, when he wrote out that article not too long ago, was saying that there's interest on KD's side, but there's not really much interest on the Rockets side. I just don't think that they made that move. That's a tough move for them to make. But yeah, like I think definitely he fits in. I'm not gonna lie to you, like even Jeff Teague, when they were talking about, I was watching Club 520 and he was saying that he think it's the Spurs too. It just kind of make too much sense a little bit. He will fit perfectly. They're kind of the next. He would. It is the perfect fit we've seen for KD in a while. Honestly, you be kind of to. And I'm not even saying that I'm a Spurs fan. It just I think that or Minnesota kind of makes the most sense. I know people are saying Dallas, but I don't think it's gonna be Dallas. I definitely think it's the three teams: Minnesota, Spurs, and Memphis. When I think the Spurs probably the one. They got the young guys in the picks to get it done. And the Spurs are set to have interest, so I definitely think it's gonna be them, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure, like with the Rocks, I'm sure they would love to have KD on the team. I'm sure KD
Yeah,
would love to go somewhere like that. that established already. But I mean, it really just comes down to what are you gonna
They're
give up?
young.
Yeah. Also, like, what are you gonna give up? You know, you don't want to give up too much and kind of almost
Yeah. Plus,
stunt the growth of the team. You know.
yeah. Plus, like I think Jabari is such a big asset for them defensively in the size, and I think KD is just not saying KD ain't better than him, which he is, but it just the term of how they run their team, like. You got Fred next year's a big year for them because Fred VanVleet's got a club option, which they might be declining. They might not bring back Fred. You got to make some decisions on this team. You still got to develop a guy like Reed Shepard. You see what I'm saying? So, and you're gonna have another really good pick this year as well, too. So you really got to play your cards right into bringing a guy like KD into the fold, being the number one option, stunning the growth of everybody. Instead of having the offense run through Sengun and Jalen Green, it's running through Kevin Durant. He's the one option. And I think that limits the growth of some of the young guys. But yeah, I just want to touch on KD for a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah. I mean, again,
yeah,
I think I'd love to see him in Minnesota, but
yeah, that'd
that's
be
just
him
me.
and Ant be crazy bug getters. But yeah, all right, yeah, I think that covers the whole NBA thing. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like we were gonna do a mock draft, but we already like an hour and 15 minutes, so we probably gonna we just gonna call this episode. We'll just say the mock for another episode,
Yeah.
man. But yeah,
We
you got anything else you want to add?
nah, I was just saying we'll get a mock out before the draft, so
Facts.
we'll do that.
But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. I'm your host JMX, my co-host Ryan, man. Like I said, man, we gonna drop a lot more episodes, especially got the playoffs coming out. Until the next one, peace out.